and there you are, our hero of the hour. Now rushing in to save the day in your glittering cape that somehow gets uglier every time I see it. Seriously, who is your tailor? They need to be fired and hanged. I'll happily do it for free. No need to get hostile. I just needed to get your attention. Don't worry, no one's dead. As long as they weren't sunbathing at 2 in the morning. Yes, you pretentious goody two-shoes. I knew you would show up. Come on, I set off a few bombs on the top of corporate buildings and you just come running in. Right on cue. You're predictable, Spandex. Honestly, you couldn't have waited, what, 5 minutes for the flames to spread a little bit through the city? You had to come swooping in right on time. Your punctuality is sickening. And what, it took you 30 seconds to get rid of them? There's not going to be any damage left. Barely a scorch mark, maybe a shattered window. It's pathetic. I've done better work than this. Okay, fine. A few blown-up generators on the tops of buildings. I'm sure the billion-dollar corporations can survive. Oh, don't you start getting impatient on me now. Careful. Get too worked up and you might let a cuss word slip out. Now, what would that do for your public image? I would be very careful about taking another step, hero. Those bombs were to get your attention. They're not the only ones I have. And they're in much more severe locations. We'll put it like that. And trust me, they're not just flick of a switch pipe bombs. You know me better than that. Oh. Look at that little frown. You actually look frustrated. Oh, it is late. Did I wake you up, sleepyhead? I thought you'd be flying around the city monitoring for crime, saving kittens out of trees and helping little old ladies cross the road. Or scheduling photo shoots for that new Make Way for Justice campaign. You know, your photo is everywhere. It's kind of annoying. Did you know you're in a lunchbox? I didn't even know they made those anymore. I see your leg twitching. I mean it when I say don't come closer. And don't try any tricks. I know your powers just as well as you do. You so much as breathe on me, and those bombs go off. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I love it when you ask about my toys. You know I like bragging about them. There are 7 bombs still planted somewhere in the city. At this point, I don't know where half of them are myself. I put them on random trucks going somewhere to warehouses, parking garages, residential homes. As of right now, not a single one is armed. Just set in place. Kept dormant by an electromagnetic pulse that I've been sending out consistently throughout the evening. That pulse keeps those bombs from going poof. The second I stop sending out the pulse, there will be a few more messes you have to clean up this evening, so I would try to be a little more patient if I were you. Okay? Oh, that's a good hero. I knew you could be obedient. Oh, and look who's finally asking the right questions. Well done, Detective Spandex. Why did I, Your arch nemesis and greatest rival. Stop making that face, you know I'm right. Why did I call you out here this evening? No, you thick-headed idiot, it wasn't to fight. Like I said, the bombs were just to get your attention. Oh, well, I'm sorry, number one hero, defender of justice, and the public's golden child. I didn't exactly have your email. And it felt like a fruitless effort to go through the hotline on your fan page. This was the most reliable way to get your attention. I mean, we've done this song and dance how many times? We fight, we win, we lose. Sometimes you're actually able to get me in prison for a couple months. But I always get out early on good behavior. Interesting. You know, come to think of it, maybe the problem's you. Okay, I'm getting to the point. God, you're no fun, are you, today? Yes. I did call you out here for a reason, hero. Whether you believe me or not, I came to give you a warning. Call it a moment of weakness. Or I'm just bored. Either way. I have received a message from a very eager client recently. We're very interested in my particular skill set. More specifically, my particular skill set in regards to you. Oh, come on, I wasn't kidding before. I am your greatest rival. I know you, inside and out. I know your weaknesses, I know your strengths. I know how to make you spin in circles. Granted, sometimes that bullheadedness of yours does work out for the better, and you do get the advantage on me, but for the most part, it's easier for me to outsmart you than for you to outgun me. And this particular client, well, they had, we'll call it a fascination with our particular rivalry. Naturally, I got curious, started digging, found that their messaging was encrypted. Encrypted poorly, but encrypted. And the encryptions were pathetically obvious. Oh, well, I can't give out that information. That would just be too much. I'm doing all this work for you. You might as well put a little bit of effort on your end. Oh, come on, hero. I know you're not that stupid. I'm not giving this information for free. I want a couple months of peace. I don't bother you, you don't come looking for me. Never mind what I'm doing. The point is, you won't be around to bother me with whatever it is I choose to do with my free time. Got it? Ugh, you and your goddamn morals. Fine. I swear, on the goodness and ethics of my soul. Fine. I promise. No one is going to die just because you leave me alone for a few months. Okay, hero? Does that satisfy? Promise me. I want to hear the little hero give me their word that you will leave me alone in exchange for the information I have. Do you honestly think I would waste my resources and my time Just to call you out here with bullshit information? This shit is real. Now, do you promise or not? Oh yes, my tone did shift there. Congratulations. Well done, detective. Promise. Well, as much as your holier-than-thou God complex annoys me, I know you'll keep your word. Unlike the people you surround yourself with, you're a decent human being. Bask in the compliment. I don't give them often. Now, are you going to promise or not, hero? Don't waste my time. Good. Was that so hard, Spandex? I'll stop calling you that when you stop wearing them. It's gaudy. And the fact that you wear a cape is even worse, but we're not going to get into that now. That's for a different discussion when we are both probably close to death after a battle. I digress. Yes, the information. I promise I'm not wasting your time either. As much as it would be fun, and watch the feet. The condition about you not coming any closer is still in effect, hero. That pulse could stop going out at any moment. Good. This client came to me with a very time-sensitive project. They're asking me to get mesonite for them. Yes, I thought you'd be interested in that. Listen, I'm not one to stand in anyone's way of taking over the world, but mesonite is volatile, unstable, and as I recall, something that you are very wary of. Yes, I'm aware that plenty of villains are looking for mesonite all over the world. Do you remember that encryption I talked about? The encryption was from a codex pulled from the Department of Justice. As I recall, the Department of Justice that you are the spokesperson for. I would be very careful who you're rubbing shoulders with, hero. Not all of them might be on your side like you think. And while I do try to kill you at least once a month, at least I'm upfront about it. So this is your warning. Be wary. I still haven't decided if I'm going to take on the project or not. But if I don't, someone else will. And then you've got a whole new problem on your hands. Yes. That's all the information I can give. Ugh, do not thank me. If anything, I'm doing this for my benefit. I don't know how, but somehow it's for my benefit as well. Don't look into this and wipe that smirk off your face. I am not helping you. I'm simply looking out for my best interests. And speaking of which, I think it's time I finally turn in for the night. I'm awfully busy, and this meeting has taken quite a toll on my physical and mental health. I'm drained. Yes, staring at your sparkly costume is always a strain on the eyes. Arrest me? For what? As I recall, any damage done by the bombs was blown away by you. What bombs? Oh! There were no bombs. Honestly, I think you should just be mad at the fact that you actually believed me. Electromagnetic pulse? Where would I be submitting a pulse from? My bracelet? Oh wait, I don't have one on. An ankle bracelet. Oh, you have jokes now. Very funny, hero. Keep that energy for the next couple months. I've got a feeling you're gonna need it.